here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now he'll tuck it and run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Jackson will wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 11.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The first carry now, this is Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And a Packer first down.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Packers.
First down carry by Jones. And he's got room. Touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
Aaron Jones, 31 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Packers.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers buying time to his left. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Possession.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Judon there on the
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
42.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right now.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5.
Jackson's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
on the play,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
Yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And a Packer 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Number 17, Devontae
Adams. As the first half is winding down, and the Packers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be out right at the 35.
To number 86. 12 yards on the play, but it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Well, they go with a tight end carry. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. And a missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And that will be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away. They're
going to try and throw. Got some room at the 30. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 36, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Will Redmond up to make the tackle. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson on the move to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 3.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers continue to roll.
For the extra point.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 11-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They're on the stop.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on it. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not. Bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carried by the wide receiver.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Check 3, check 3.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Brady's pass.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Complete to number 17,
Davante Adams. There to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Brady's throw there complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stepping up, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Jones. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of his first half. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. first and 10. Here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Show him that. Show him that.
Here's McCoy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 42 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love it.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.